Welcome to Context 101. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. In the grand theater of global geopolitics, where nations rise and fall and alliances are constantly rewritten, the influence of a single visionary can ripple across continents. Few individuals command a stage as vast or influential as Elon Musk, whose ambitions and actions have begun to transcend the boundaries of business and technology, reaching into the very fabric of international relations. Once celebrated as the quintessential American innovator, Musk is now orchestrating a dramatic pivot, his strategies shaped not only by political ideology and personal ambition, but also by the shifting tides of a rapidly changing world order. His journey reflects the complexities of a leader who is both a product of his environment and a disruptor of it. He navigates a delicate balance between a protectionist United States and the rising influence of the BRICS bloc, forging relationships and making decisions with profound implications for global trade, digital sovereignty, and the future of international cooperation. Musk is more than a CEO. He's a geopolitical force in his own right. Companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and X are not just businesses. They are critical infrastructure, global platforms that shape how nations communicate, compete, and collaborate in the digital age. As he aligns with figures and governments outside the traditional Western consensus, we must ask, what happens when the world's most powerful tech mogul's vision for the future collides with the interests of his home country? Could this spark new alliances, or deepen existing divides? Musk's global pivot mirrors the larger shift from a unipolar to a multipolar world, where alliances are fluid, economic power is diffuse, and the rules of engagement are being rewritten in real time. The world Musk is helping to build may look very different from the one we have known, one where technology, ambition, and shifting allegiances redefine what it means to lead on the global stage. To understand Musk's realignment, we must grasp the shifting global landscape. The world is no longer defined by a single superpower or a simple East versus West divide. Instead, we're witnessing the rise of new alliances, rivalries, and economic blocs that are redrawing the boundaries of influence and opportunity. Once a poster child for American innovation, Musk's rise paralleled the emergence of the BRICS bloc, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, as a counterweight to Western dominance. As Musk built his empire, BRICS nations were quietly forging their own path, seeking to challenge the established order and create a more multipolar world. BRICS has built alternatives to the Western-led system, challenging the post-Cold War consensus and pushing for trade in local currencies. Their efforts have included the creation of new financial institutions, investment banks, and digital payment systems, all designed to reduce reliance on the US dollar and Western-controlled markets. Tensions peaked at the 2025 BRICS summit, where the bloc condemned US actions and pushed de-dollarization, an existential threat in the eyes of American leaders like Trump. The summit became a flashpoint, with heated debates and global media attention, signaling a new era of open confrontation between competing worldviews. Within this cauldron, Musk's strategies have diverged from his American roots as his contrarian politics and regulatory battles in the West push him toward new alliances. He's found himself navigating a complex web of interests, sometimes aligning with powers that challenge the very system that once celebrated him. His actions now go beyond building cars or rockets. They're about navigating and profiting from the fractures in the global order. Musk is leveraging his influence to secure deals, access new markets, and stay ahead in a world where the rules are constantly shifting. Musk is charting a risky course, straddling the divide between competing power centers. He's become a symbol of the new era, one where business, technology, and geopolitics are inseparable, and every move is watched by both allies and rivals. The stakes have never been higher. As the world edges closer to a new kind of Cold War, the choices made by leaders like Musk could shape the future of global power for decades to come. In July 2025, tensions exploded as Trump announced sweeping tariffs on nations aligning with BRICS, aiming to punish dissent and reassert US dominance. Brazil was singled out, threatened with a crippling 50% tariff, an attempt to destabilize President Lula and empower Trump's ally, Jair Bolsonaro. Lula responded defiantly, threatening retaliatory tariffs and framing the conflict as a fight for national autonomy against American overreach. This echoes a long history of US intervention in Latin America. For multinationals like Musk's empire, the environment has become perilous. Global supply chains and open markets are now at risk. Trump's economic war forces a choice: align with protectionist America, or pivot to new centers of growth. Musk's recent moves suggest he's choosing the latter, placing his businesses in the crossfire of escalating global conflict. The consequences are unfolding in real time. Musk's pivot is deeply political, most evident in his support for Brazil's far-right ex-president Bolsonaro and opposition to Lula. He's turned X into a megaphone for anti-Lula narratives, echoing Trump's rhetoric and defending Bolsonaro against legal scrutiny. Lula's proposed taxes on the ultra-rich threaten Musk's interests, fueling his political activism. Musk's interventionist stance recalls his infamous "we will coup whoever we want" tweet about Bolivia, blurring the line between business and politics. In 2024, Musk's refusal to comply with a Brazilian court order led to Starlink's bank accounts being frozen, forcing him to pay a hefty fine. By taking sides in Brazil's volatile politics, Musk has made his companies a target, turning regulatory matters into political battles. This strategy has opened the door for competitors willing to play by local rules. Musk's vision for Starlink, global borderless internet, has collided with the realities of national sovereignty. His confrontational libertarian approach has caused setbacks across the BRICS and global South. In South Africa, refusal to comply with black economic empowerment laws shut Starlink out. In Kazakhstan, rejecting local control led to a potential ban. Musk's political pronouncements have sparked backlash, as in Malaysia, where support for a controversial Trump-backed plan led to calls to boycott Tesla. For many, doing business with Musk now means endorsing his politics, a deal-breaker for governments and consumers alike. His insistence on an American-centric model has created a vacuum for more adaptable competitors. As Starlink stumbled, China's space sale seized the moment, offering not just connectivity but partnership, especially to BRICS and developing nations. SpaceX's rapid growth is striking. In 7 months it launched 90 satellites, aiming for 648 by 2025, and 15,000 long-term. While Musk fought regulators, SpaceX signed deals with over 30 countries, respecting national laws and security concerns. In Brazil, SpaceX partnered with Telebrás after Musk's feud with Lula. In Kazakhstan and Malaysia, it agreed to local requirements Musk rejected. This is geopolitics in low Earth orbit. China is building a global network of digital dependencies. For many, SpaceX offers cutting-edge tech without the political baggage of an American billionaire. Musk's ideological crusade has accelerated the rise of a potent Chinese competitor. The global internet is fragmenting before our eyes. Trump's tariffs, Musk's maneuvering, and the relentless ambitions of global power players are sending shockwaves through the world's economic and political systems. China's rapid expansion, both economically and technologically, is challenging the established order and forcing nations to rethink alliances and strategies. Global markets tumbled after the July 2025 tariff announcement, with major indices plunging and currencies weakening across continents. Fears of a new trade war spread rapidly, leaving investors and workers alike on edge, as uncertainty rippled through supply chains. The increasingly aggressive U.S. posture is pushing BRICS nations closer together, strengthening their resolve to act as a unified bloc. They are accelerating efforts to build alternatives to the dollar-centric financial system, exploring new currencies and digital payment networks. Meanwhile, Musk's alignment with anti-Lula forces in Brazil blurs the line between corporate ambition and state interests, raising eyebrows worldwide. This has fueled accusations of U.S. interference in foreign politics, intensifying debates about sovereignty and influence. Within the U.S., rumors swirl about Musk's so-called America Party and his growing political ambitions. These developments are causing investor jitters, with Wall Street closely watching how Musk's political moves might impact Tesla and the broader tech sector. Concerns about Tesla's future are mounting, especially as global tensions threaten supply chains and international partnerships. For BRICS societies, the Starlink versus SpaceX battle is about more than just technology. It's about who controls the future of information and connectivity. Everyday access to news, communication, and even education could soon be shaped by which satellite network you use. Competing state-aligned constellations could create a splinter net, dividing the world's information flows along national and ideological lines. In this new era, information may be filtered, restricted, or amplified depending on where you live and which networks you trust. The struggle over digital infrastructure is, at its core, a struggle over truth, communication, and the power to shape public opinion. The stakes are nothing less than the future of the global order, as nations and corporations vie for dominance in a rapidly changing world. Experts warn that Musk's CEO as statesman approach is a dangerous gamble. Dr. Evelyn Reed of the Council on Foreign Relations notes Musk's refusal to adapt to local interests is seen as neo-colonialism, not principled free speech. China's space sale is exploiting this miscalculation, providing justification for digital protectionism and the balkanization of the internet. Governments now argue they can't depend on a foreign billionaire who might destabilize their government if he disagrees with their policies. Musk's actions are alienating customers, emboldening competitors, and undermining the open internet his technology was meant to enable. The era of the apolitical multinational is over, but the alternative can't be a hyper-politicized CEO acting as a rogue agent. Musk may see himself as a visionary, but he's increasingly his own worst enemy. The risks of his current path are profound. Musk's global pivot is a defining narrative of our time, revealing the power and peril of a single individual in a fractured world. Once a symbol of technological optimism, Musk now accelerates fragmentation and ideological competition. His choices have created a vacuum China is eager to fill, cleaving the world into rival digital spheres. This is not the open world the internet's architects envision. Access to information now depends on the politics of your provider. For citizens everywhere, it raises urgent questions about sovereignty, accountability, and the future of globalization. The battle for low Earth orbit is a proxy war for the global order. As Musk charts his course, the world is being reshaped, and we all live with the consequences.